Hey guys, and on today's episode of DJ Motors, we're going to be finally installing a skid plate for Victoria's Mark 7 GTI. And some might say this is a little bit overkill, but I got here a metal oil pan. We will be converting the plastic oil pan, which comes on all Mark 7 GTIs, to a metal one, just for an additional safety measure. We don't want her to be stranded on the side of the road because she popped her oil pan hitting a boulder in the road again. Happened before, and we don't want that to happen again. So I just want to say thank you to Eurosport Performance for supplying us with this Canadian-made skid plate. It's made out of aluminum, and we'll go over some of the details once we get this sucker opened up. So we're gonna get started here by draining the oil, and we'll get the oil pan swapped over, and then we'll show you just how easy it is to install this skid plate.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to loosen up the oil filter and we're going to drain the oil.
Okay. Oh, easy, you're gonna make a mess.
I almost did,
Yeah, I saw it.
but I didn't.
You didn't. Okay.
What if I just pick it up? The wasp is going in my body. Oh my god. Oh no.
So we got the oil draining now. We got whatever this is removed. It's already damaged. Be able to put it back on when we get the skid plate, because it's going to cover all of this. So while we get the oil draining, Victoria will unbox this sucker. Hold on, wait, let me fix the camera. Hold on, let me.
Okay. Oh. Some t-shirts from Eurosport. Thank you. I can actually look at this. It's heavy. Great.
One thing to note about the metal oil pan upgrade is when you go in online and you search Mark 7 GTI oil pan upgrade, there'll be various websites listing their metal oil pan for upwards of $140. So what I did is I did a little research and I found out that the Mark 6 GTI oil pan is the same as the Mark 7. I went on Amazon, got this little sucker here for 46 bucks, and then I got some longer bolts also from Amazon. And yeah, so if you guys are interested on a cheaper way to upgrade your oil pan and maybe skip out on the skid plate or get it with the skid plate, the links to all the products will be in the description below. So now that we've got the oil drained, we're gonna get the oil pan removed and we're gonna swap her over. Okay, so now that we got all the screws out, we're gonna carefully just pry on this. Oh, look at that. That was like the easiest oil pan removal I've ever done. So as you guys can see, this is pretty easy, a pretty easy job. If you're not too experienced working on cars and stuff, this is definitely something that I could see anybody doing. Yeah, it's pretty simple there. So there you go, there you have it. We've got the oil pan removed. All right, so one thing that we got to do before we get this oil pan installed over there is we have to transfer the oil level sensor. The Amazon one does not come with the sensor. So it is. We'll give this a quick wipe down. So I'm removing the old seal off the oil level sensor and hopeful that the new seal is the same, which it looks like the same. So we'll just throw that in there and hopefully it doesn't leak. Okay, so we'll just give it one more wipe down here and then we'll get her all installed in here. Okay.
What's that hole?
This?
Yeah.
This is the drain plug.
Is there one in there right now? Oh no, we took that out, right?
What?
We took that out already.
The drain plug?
Yeah.
Out of the old one.
Is there one in the new one
There's
right
one
now?
in the new one.
I
right
see.
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
it's
was
a
on.
different-
That's what I was asking.
Sorry, it's a different type of drain plug. Okay, so the next thing to note with the difference between the two oil pans, they look basically identical except the one from the Mark 7 actually uses a gasket where this one is going to be using some sealant. So we've got some sealant that we're going to be using over here. Got some Loctite engine flange sealant we're going to be using. So we'll get that started, we'll get some sealant on there, and we'll clean up the mating surface on the engine, and then we'll get this new pan installed. I'm gonna go ahead and get this area cleaned up, the mating surface for the oil pan. Okay, we got it fairly clean. We're gonna go ahead now and apply the sealant on the new oil pan, and then we'll give it one last clean before we go to try to install the new oil pan, because some excess oil will be dripping off from now until the time we're ready to put it on. Okay, so now we've got the area all sealed up. If her oil pan leaks, it's my fault. So hopefully it doesn't leak and it's not my fault. Okay, so now that we've got that going, I'm just gonna give the mating surface one more clean, and then we'll get started installing it. Okay, we've got all the bolts all snugged up, so now I'm just gonna give it a final little torque in here. Now that we've got all the bolts torqued up, we'll just check the torque on the drain plug, and then we'll fill her up with oil and check for leaks.
You ready to reverse? Like from the top?
Take it off, yeah.
This is over?
Yeah.
This is,
Take it feel off.
does this matter if it breaks or anything?
No.
Oops.
Here.
My car. Can you wipe that? Do I need to like get oil on this a little?
Yeah, but put it on first. It's okay. Throw it in. No, you're good. You're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No. Keep going. Keep going. It says on and off on the wrapper.
Is that all the way?
Yeah, tighten it. Let's see. Well, come on, man. You have to hold it like this. You know, come on. You're in the canyon. Yeah, that's good.
How tight?
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's good. Alright guys, so this skid plate here is made by Goldie Innovative Technologies here in Canada. It is actually very good quality. It retains the factory mounting location, so it's very, very easy to install. Some key features here is we've got a little bit of air release here, I guess, to keep the temperatures down. And one thing that's really nice is it has an access door for the oil drain plug. So you do not have to actually remove this whole thing to get your oil change done like a lot of the other brands. Now come with me and let me show you how easy it is to install this puppy. You just slide it in the front, like factory, and you're using all the factory screws to get it installed. So we've got 4 over here on the passenger side, and we've got 3 over here on the driver side. Okay, once you've got all these screws in, you've got your 3 in the back, which will get installed very shortly here. Not all Golfs have the 3 bolts in the back. My TDI does, this GTI doesn't. So those are some bolts that we don't have that we will be getting and installing here. But just like this, the skid plate is now installed. Install it. All right, now nothing is getting through to this oil pan here.